Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. Very happy to have Curtis Holder here from Startup Park City. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. You know, obviously when you say Startup Park City, it comes to mind immediately. You're thinking, okay, startup business. That's always a little scary.
Right.
And the reason it's a little scary is people do it wrong all the time. Right?
Exactly.
So is that how Startup Park City started? Give us a little background.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you having us. So Startup Park City started with a company that approached me and my partner and said, hey, I'm looking to raise money, I'm looking to get started. And they went and presented to an investor. And the investor came back and said, you don't have the proper material, we don't understand your idea. And they actually had a really good idea, and they were profitable. But because of that, they just didn't have the proper material, the proper mindset. And so we said, hey, look, why don't we start a nonprofit to help these companies raise money, be prepared when they're talking to an investor, and also just find ways to become profitable and become successful.
So when someone is getting ready to be in front of investors or angel donors or whatever the case is, what are some of the critical things that need to be in place?
Yeah, so they need to have a business plan, and they obviously need to have somewhat validated their company, right?
Okay.
And
some sales number, something, right?
Right. And we do a lot of what they call business model canvas, right? Which identifies who their customers are, where their revenue is coming from, what their expenses are. And so we really focus on that, and through that, and through the year, we help them say, okay, this is what you need to do for legal, this is what you need to do for marketing, this is what you need to do for finance. And we really focus on cash flow. I mean, a lot of people run their business and they don't understand that it all matters what your cash flow is, right? If you're making money or not.
I bet there's a lot of, in that world, I imagine there's companies out there that could be like totally making a lot of money doing this as a benefit to people.
Right.
What you're doing.
Right. Yep.
You guys are a nonprofit though.
We are.
You're doing this for free?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tremendous.
Yeah.
What's the advantage to that? Why do that? Why did you guys look at it as a nonprofit and get into that side of things? I mean, as far as, you know, what do you feel like you're bringing to companies that way?
Yeah, no, we appreciate that. The reason why we're in Park City and a nonprofit is because we feel that we can leverage a lot of the retirees here and a lot of people that have been very successful in Park City, and we can use their knowledge, their experience, their resources to help these companies. And that's what they want to do. They want to give back, and they've made a significant amount of money, and they say, you know, we want to help out in any way we can. And for that, we figured that the nonprofit route was the best route for them.
That's tremendous. You know, I've been to a couple of angel donor meetings where people came and presented products, and I've seen some people do it wrong. I mean, there's no doubt. And the thing that's dangerous about that is you go in and do it wrong one time in front of investors, in front of angels, whoever, and they may never want to see you again.
Right. That's exactly right. Yeah, they don't have time to give you the time to figure out your company. You have one shot, and it's about 15 minutes, and that could be the difference between millions of dollars.
Wow. Yeah. You definitely want to get it right then. So getting your ducks in a row, a big thing. So tell me how people get involved with your organization. How can they come and find you and start to get those ducks in a row?
Right. So this month, October 29th, at the Park City Library, we'll have our kickoff event. It's from 1 to 5. We actually have a gold medalist, Derek Parra, that's going to come and speak as our keynote speaker. We're going to have a business panel to just have open questions. And they can get registered at startupparkcity.com. And come to the event. It's going to be fun, and that's going to be our kickoff event for the year. So after that event, we're going to have monthly meetings that cover a wide variety of items, and it's all free. We just want more participation in the community.
That's terrific. Is there a point at which you should be looking to come, or is this open to all comers, people who are, you know, down the road, they've got the idea, but they haven't built a business plan yet? I mean, what stage should they be coming to this first meeting?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So we're anyone that has an idea all the way up to they already have a business. So it can be even a small business that's just, you know, a mom and pop shop. Maybe they have 50 employees, but they're still trying to grow. And they need resources, they need money, or they need, just a mentor.
Isn't that the most challenging? I've worked with 2 startups, and we get to this point, I call it the saturation point, where you no longer can produce enough on your own, either be it product or time or whatever, to meet the demand that you have now grown. Yet you also don't have any cash, and you have just as much flowing in as it costs to operate, maybe a little bit more, and now you need to take a leap, and that leap is impossible for so many companies, and they go out of business at that point a lot of times. So that's prime. That's somebody you definitely want to see.
Right, exactly. That's who we want to see, because we feel we have the resources and the mentor to line them up and say, here's what you can do. We'll help you get over that chasm, so to speak.
It's a huge one for a lot of people.
Yes,
That's usually the one where you're like, I don't have, no matter if I saved everything I make for a year, it wouldn't be enough. I'd fall short.
And a lot of times they're so busy running their business.
They can't do it.
They can't figure out the way to make that marketing step, or they just need a line of credit to get some more inventory in to give them a boost. So so we cover all of that, and what's great during these events, our monthly events, is we open it up and we say, who has a challenge that they're looking for to solve, right? And then we have these mentors there that have been through it already. And so they say, I've got this challenge, and the mentor says, we think you should do this or that.
That's terrific. Well, really good stuff. Again, this first meeting is?
October 29th, 1 p.m. at the Park City Library, and register at startupparkcity.com.
All right, Startup Park City, thank you.
Thank you, appreciate
Curtis
it.
Holder, and if you've got a company that you want to get going, it seems like that's a guy you want to know. We'll be back with more right here on the Mountain Morning Show. We've got an author coming up. We'll be talking about her book and more after this.